Welcome to CITB Questions and Answers. The latest questions and answers for CITB Health and Safety Test. Lifts and Escalators Test for Specialists 2021 UK. Please like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. Question 1. Who is allowed to safely release trapped passengers? Give one answer. A. Anyone. B. Only a trained and authorized person. C. Only the emergency services. D. The site manager. The correct answer is B. Only a trained and authorized person. Question 2. How should you connect a car light supply to a 240 volt supply, 240 volt fused spur? Give one answer. A. Connect it with the power on. B. Isolate and lock off the incoming supply and then connect it. C. Switch off the spur and then connect it. D. Switch off the spur, remove the fuse and then connect it. The correct answer is B. Isolate and lock off the incoming supply and then connect it. Question 3. If a switch needs to be changed in the pit but the isolator is in the machine room 12 floors above, what should you do? Give one answer. A. Isolate the power and then lock and tag the isolator. B. Risk assess the situation and change the switch with the power on because it is control voltage. C. Stand on a rubber mat. D. Use insulated tools. The correct answer is A. Isolate the power and then lock and tag the isolator. Question 4. What is the main cause of injury and absence for workers in the lift and escalator industry? Give one answer. A. Contact with moving parts. B. Electrocution. C. Falls. D. Manual handling. The correct answer is D. Manual handling. Question 5. If a counterweight screen is not fitted or has been removed, what should you do before starting work? Give one answer. A. Carry out a further risk assessment to establish a safe system of work. B. Give a toolbox talk on guarding. C. Issue and wear appropriate personal protective equipment, PPE. D. Nothing, just get on with the job as normal. The correct answer is A. Carry out a further risk assessment to establish a safe system of work. Question 6. Which of the following types of fire extinguisher should not be used if there is a fire in a lift or escalator controller? Give one answer. A. Carbon dioxide. B. Dry chemical. C. Dry powder. D. Water. The correct answer is D. Water. Question 7. What should you do if the lifting accessory you are about to use is defective? Give one answer. A. Do not use it and inform your supervisor. B. Only use it for half its safe working load. C. Only use it for small lifts under 1 ton. D. Try to fix it. The correct answer is A. Do not use it and inform your supervisor. Question 8. If landing doors are not fitted to a lift on a construction site, what is the minimum height of the barrier that must be fitted instead? Give one answer. A. 650 millimeters. B. 740 millimeters. C. 810 millimeters. D. 950 millimeters. The correct answer is D. 950 millimeters. Question 9. A set of chain blocks has been delivered to site with an examination report stating that they were examined by a competent person a month ago. The hook is obviously damaged. What action do you take? Give one answer. A. Do not use the blocks and inform your supervisor. B. Use the blocks as the examination report is current. C. Use the blocks at half the safe working load. D. Use the blocks until replacement equipment arrives. The correct answer is A. Do not use the blocks and inform your supervisor. Question 10. When must you not wear rings, bracelets, wristwatches, necklaces and similar items? Give one answer. A. After leaving home for work. B. When driving a company vehicle. C. When working near or on electrical or moving equipment. D. When working on site generally. The correct answer is C. When working near or on electrical or moving equipment. Question 11. What is the correct method for disposing of used or contaminated oil? Give one answer. A. Decant it into a sealed container and place in a skip. B. Dilute it with water and pour it down a sink. C. Dispose of it through a registered waste process. D. Pour it down a roadside drain. The correct answer is C. Dispose of it through a registered waste process. Question 12. A large, heavy, balance weight frame is delivered to site on a lorry with no crane and there is no lifting equipment available on site. What should you do? Give one answer. A. Arrange for it to be redelivered on a suitable lorry. B. Slide it down planks. C. Tip the load off the lorry. D. Unload it manually. The correct answer is A. Arrange for it to be redelivered on a suitable lorry. Question 13. A lifting beam at the top of the lift shaft is marked with a safe working load of 800 kilograms, but the brickwork around the beam is cracked and appears to be loose. What should you do? Give one answer. A. Derate the beam by 75%. B. Not use the beam and speak to your supervisor. C. Only lift loads not exceeding 400 kilograms. D. Use the beam as normal. The correct answer is B. Not use the beam and speak to your supervisor. Question 14. What is fitted to prevent injury from an overspeed governor? Give one answer. A. A guard. B. A restrictor. C. A rope. D. A switch. The correct answer is A. A guard. Question 15. If the escalator or passenger conveyor has an external machine room, which statement applies to its access doors? Give one answer. A. They should be capable of being locked from both sides and be marked with an appropriate safety sign. B. They should be capable of being locked on the inside only and be marked with the appropriate safety sign. C. They should be smoke-proof in case of a fire. D. They should be unlocked at all times in case of an emergency. The correct answer is A. They should be capable of being locked from both sides and be marked with an appropriate safety sign. Question 16. What is the statutory period of examination for lifting equipment that is used to lift people? Give one answer. A. At least every 12 months. B. At least every 6 months. C. At least monthly. D. Once every 2 years. The correct answer is B. At least every 6 months. Question 17. What checks do you need to carry out before using lifting equipment? Give one answer. A. A drop check. B. That it is free from defects and has a current examination certificate. C. That the chains are knotted to the correct length. D. That the lifting tackle states the date of manufacture. The correct answer is B. That it is free from defects and has a current examination certificate. Question 18. Following the initial inspection, how often should a scaffold in a lift shaft be inspected by a competent person? Give one answer. A. At least every 14 days. B. At least every day. C. At least every 7 days. D. There is no set period between inspections. The correct answer is C. At least every 7 days. Question 19. When installing a new rope, what should you do if you notice a damaged section where something heavy has fallen onto the coil? Give one answer. A. Add an extra termination. B. Cut out the damaged section. C. Fit the rope anyway. D. Reject the rope. The correct answer is D. Reject the rope. Question 20. What must you do first, before entering the pit of an operating lift? Give one answer. A. Fit pit props. B. Position the access ladder. C. Switch the lift off. D. Verify the pit stop switch. The correct answer is D. Verify the pit stop switch. Question 21. Who should fit a padlock and tag to an electrical lockout guard? Give one answer. A. Anyone authorized to work on the unit. B. Only the manufacturer. C. Only the person who fitted the lockout guard. D. Only the senior engineer. The correct answer is A. Anyone authorized to work on the unit. Question 22. If you arrive on site and find the lift mains isolator switched off, what should you do? Give one answer. A. Contact the person in control of the premises to find out if they had switched it off. B. Shout down the shaft and, if no one responds, switch it on and get on with your work. C. Switch it on and check the safety circuits to see if there is a fault. D. Switch it on and get on with your work. The correct answer is A. Contact the person in control of the premises to find out if they had switched it off. Question 23. Which two of the following actions must be carried out by an authorized person working alone? Give two answers. A. Ensuring that the lift pit is free from water and debris. B. Ensuring their timesheet is accurate and countersigned. C. Establishing suitable arrangements to ensure the monitoring of their well-being. D. Notifying the site manager of the details of their work. E. Registering their presence with the site representative before starting work. The correct answer is C and E. C. Establishing suitable arrangements to ensure the monitoring of their well-being. E. Registering their presence with the site representative before starting work. Question 24. Which statement is true when using an authorized lifting accessory marked with its safe working load? Give one answer. A. Double the safe working load if people need to be lifted. B. Have the safe working load if the equipment is damaged. C. Never exceed the safe working load. D. The safe working load is only for guidance. The correct answer is C. Never exceed the safe working load. Question 25. What should be fitted to the main sheave and diverter to prevent injury from rotating equipment? Give one answer. A. Clutching assemblies. B. Guards. C. Movement sensors. D. Safety notices. The correct answer is B. Guards. Question 26. What are the appropriate types of tools and equipment for working on electrical lift control equipment? Give one answer. A. Any tools and an insulating mat. B. Insulated tools and an insulating mat. C. No tools are allowed near electrical equipment. D. Non-insulated tools. The correct answer is B. Insulated tools and an insulating mat. Question 27. When installing a partially enclosed or observation lift, what safe system of work can you use to prevent injury to people below? Give one answer. A. Do not use heavy tools. B. Only carry out essential work using minimum tools. C. Put up a sign. D. Secure tools to prevent them falling off. The correct answer is D. Secure tools to prevent them falling off. Question 28. What needs to be checked before any hot work takes place in the lift installation? Give one answer. A. How long the task will take. B. If a hot work permit is required. C. If the local fire services need to be notified. D. The weight and size of the welding equipment. The correct answer is B. If a hot work permit is required. Question 29. What must you ensure, if the trapdoor or hatch has to be left open while you work in the machine room? Give one answer. A. That a sign is posted to warn others that you are working there. B. That a suitable barrier is put in place around the trapdoor or hatch. C. That the distance from the trapdoor or hatch to the floor below does not exceed 2 meters. D. That there is sufficient light available for the work. The correct answer is B. That a suitable barrier is put in place around the trapdoor or hatch. Question 30. What must you ensure to prevent unauthorized access to unoccupied machine equipment space? Give one answer. A. That a person is posted to prevent access. B. That a sign is posted to warn trespassers. C. That the access door is locked. D. That the power supply is isolated. The correct answer is C. That the access door is locked. Question 31. What should be applied to the main isolator of a traction lift to prevent it starting accidentally? Give one answer. A. A lockout device. B. A residual current device, RCD. C. A warning notice. D. Lower rated fuses. The correct answer is A. A lockout device. Question 32. Who is responsible for the keys when a padlock has been applied to a lockout device? Give one answer. A. The individual applying the lock. B. The person nearest the lockout device. C. The site manager. D. The site supervisor. The correct answer is A. The individual applying the lock. Question 33. If the main contractor wants to use an unfinished lift to move some equipment to an upper floor, what should you do? Give one answer. A. Allow them to use the lift but take no responsibility for any accidents. B. Ask for the weight of the equipment. C. Help to ensure the load is correctly positioned. D. Tell them to talk to your supervisor. The correct answer is D. Tell them to talk to your supervisor. Question 34. What is an essential action before gaining access into the escalator or passenger conveyor? Give one answer. A. That all steps are removed. B. That the drive mechanism is lubricated. C. That the main switch is in the on position. D. That the main switch is locked out and tagged. The correct answer is D. That the main switch is locked out and tagged. Question 35. What is secured at the entry and exit points of an escalator or passenger conveyor to prevent people falling into the machine or machine space? Give one answer. A. Escalator machine equipment guards. B. Machine tank covers. C. Safety barriers. D. Safety notices. The correct answer is C. Safety barriers. Question 36. What must you do before moving the steps or pallet band of an escalator or passenger conveyor? Give one answer. A. Check that a fire extinguisher is available. B. Check that no unauthorized people are on the equipment. C. Check that there are no sharp edges on the steps. D. Check that there is a clear route of escape. The correct answer is B. Check that no unauthorized people are on the equipment. Question 37. What is the minimum size of gap between the edge of the work platform and the hoistway wall that is regarded as a fall hazard? Give one answer. A. 250 millimeters. B. 300 millimeters. C. 330 millimeters. D. 450 millimeters. The correct answer is B. 300 millimeters. Question 38. When is it acceptable to work on the top of a car without a car top control station? Give one answer. A. When only one person is working on it. B. When the unit has been locked out and tagged. C. When there is no other way to work on it. D. When two engineers are working on it. The correct answer is B. When the unit has been locked out and tagged. Question 39. Which statement is true when working on an energized car? Give one answer. A. Always attach your lanyard to the car top while standing on the landing. B. Always check your lanyard is unclipped before getting off the car top. C. Ensure that your lanyard is clipped to a guide bracket or similar anchorage on the shaft. D. Make sure you step onto the landing with your lanyard still attached to the car. The correct answer is B. Always check your lanyard is unclipped before getting off the car top. Question 40. What is the last thing you should do before getting off a car top through open landing doors when the car top control is within 1 meter of the landing threshold? Give one answer. A. Ensure that the car top stop button is set to stop and the car top control remains set to test. B. Press the stop button and switch the car top control to normal. C. Set the car top control to test. D. Turn off the shaft lights and switch the car top control to normal. The correct answer is A. Ensure that the car top stop button is set to stop and the car top control remains set to test. Question 41. What precaution must you take if the landing doors are to be open while work goes on in the lift pit? Give one answer. A. Ask someone to guard the open doors while you work. B. Do the job when there are not many people about. C. Erect a suitable barrier and secure it in front of the landing doors. D. Post a notice on the wall next to the doors. The correct answer is C. Erect a suitable barrier and secure it in front of the landing doors. Question 42. What is the first thing to do after opening the landing doors and before accessing the car top of an operating lift? Give one answer. A. Chalk the landing doors open. B. Make sure the lift has stopped. C. Press the car top stop button. D. Put the car top control in the test position. The correct answer is B. Make sure the lift has stopped. Question 43. When you gain access to a car top, how should you test that the car top stop switch operates correctly? Give one answer. A. By flicking the switch on and off rapidly. B. By measuring with a multimeter. C. By trying to move the car in the down direction. D. By trying to move the car in the up direction. The correct answer is C. By trying to move the car in the down direction. Question 44. When working in the pit, when should the lift not be positioned towards the top of the shaft? Give one answer. A. When the hydraulic fluid level is low. B. When the power supply is cut. C. When work needs to be done on the underside of the lift. D. When you are testing the buffers. The correct answer is C. When work needs to be done on the underside of the lift. Question 45. What is required on each landing of a new lift shaft before entrances and doors are fitted? Give one answer. A. A substantial secure barrier to prevent falls. B. A warning notice. C. Bright lighting. D. Orange plastic netting across the opening. The correct answer is A. A substantial secure barrier to prevent falls. Question 46. When handling stainless steel car panels, which of the following items of personal protective equipment, PPE, should you wear in addition to safety footwear? Give one answer. A. Hand barrier cream. B. Hearing protection. C. Latex gloves. D. Suitable safety gloves, such as rigger-type gloves. The correct answer is D. Suitable safety gloves, such as rigger-type gloves. Question 47. At what stage in the installation of a lift should guarding be fitted to the lift machine? Give one answer. A. At the end of the job. B. Before the machine can be operated. C. During commissioning. D. When handing over to the client. The correct answer is B. Before the machine can be operated. Question 48. Which of these statements is not true? Give one answer. A. A stop switch must be within 1.5 meter of the front of the car. B. Before trying to access the hoistway, you should decide whether the work will need the power supply to be live. C. The car top should be clean and free from grease and oil spills. D. You should secure your tools out of your standing area when working on top of the car. The correct answer is A. A stop switch must be within 1.5 meter of the front of the car. Question 49. What is the most effective way of reducing the likelihood of being struck by falling objects? Give one answer. A. Don't work below another person. B. Install suitable debris netting. C. Put warning signs up in the area. D. Wear a safety helmet with a chin strap. The correct answer is A. Don't work below another person. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. Thank you for watching and good luck for your test.